Hi, my name's Donna. I go to PLC Sydney. This term we have been studying Indonesia.
We learnt a lot about Indonesia. Like, we learnt how to speak it a bit. Like, good morning.
Last week we used Skype to connect with another class in Indonesia.
What grade are you?
G5.
We got to ask questions on Skype.
I want to introduce you.
I had a really fun time talking to Skype, on Skype, and I really liked the traditional clothes. Well, I liked the clothes that they wear.
The uniforms that they were wearing, with the beautiful headdresses and the clothes. It was really pretty. It was very interesting, and next week we are going to be dressing up like Indonesian.
And I also like the dancing.
When we went on Skype and we asked them to sing for us and dance, and so they did it for us and we did it back. We sang back and danced a lot. It was really fun. We learnt a lot.
We want to thank you for watching our interviews.
And we really enjoyed it.
Hello, I will give conclusion. So your country is in Australia and in the state of South Australia, near Kangaroo Island. So is your
Letternya tadi.
so
Kumpulkan semua.
the first letter of your city is A. So if your city is your city Adelaide.
The city. Langsung bukan pertanyaan lagi tapi langsung your city is.
So your city is Adelaide, right?
Correct. You are correct.
Is the first letter of your city is C?
No, not C.
I think that any program that encourages young children to connect with children all over the world is incredibly useful because it allows children to realize that they're not growing up in a bubble, that the bubble is actually much larger and they are part of a much larger family around the world. I think also a textbook can only teach you so much, but if you actually talk to people from a different culture, with a different language, from a different part of the world, and in a different time zone, it allows you to really experience what the world is all about.
This project of Endang's is a really exciting one. I live in Australia and our time zones are so very similar. So we have the chance to connect in real time, to learn about each other in real time. We can talk to each other, we can text each other, we can see each other. I can see what a school looks like in Indonesia. They can see what our school looks like. We can learn from each other. There's so much to learn. We've got different cultures, we've got different ways of doing things, and yet we're all learning how to connect better. I love the fact that the students get excited. They have to go outside their comfort zones. They have to listen carefully. They're dealing with different accents, different people that look different. Our school is geographically and culturally isolated. Here is an opportunity to learn about a completely different culture. I love to see the students, they get nervous, they are so intent, they love to read the chat, they love using technology. And when they get to that stage where they have video, that is really exciting. We can see each other, we can see what we look like, we can talk, ask questions and these.
And I want to know if you live in Africa or not.
Are you from Africa?
Are you from Africa or not?
Did you hear the question? Are you from Africa?
We are in Africa?
No.
Go ahead.
Selamat siang.
Selamat siang. This is a third grade class. We're from Chicago, Illinois. And some of my students would like to come up and talk about the global classroom. Does anybody want to volunteer? Elizabeth, come on up. Why don't you talk about what we do with the global classroom?
In our classroom, we follow the 6 pillars, which is respect, trustworthy, citizenship, fairness, caring, and responsibility. And we don't just stay in the classroom. We go to different places like music, gym, library, art, and sometimes we go to the collaboration cafe to learn about stuff. And
Elizabeth, how is this a global classroom, though?
Because
remember?
We Skype with people around the world.
Selamat siang, Indonesia. From snowy Newtown, Pennsylvania. My name's Joe McNulty. I teach computers here at Newtown Middle School. And I've had the privilege of talking to students in Pikalangan in my evenings and their mornings practicing their English. It's always a great experience. I also appreciate having the chance to talk to your teachers and have my students talk to students and teachers in Indonesia. Thank you very much.